Hello, my name is Kendall. Welcome back to another video. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Kendall. So for today's video, I am going to be starting this challenge. To explain what this challenge is, I will be logging onto YouTube, and the very first video that pops up, I have to draw. If that's the thumbnail, what's being featured in the video, or even recreating what they created, I have to make it. So when I logged in to YouTube, the very first thing that popped up was Mariah Elizabeth's video. In case you don't know who she is a fellow artist on YouTube, and she's best known for her squishy makeovers. And lo and behold, this video was about squishy makeovers. I thought about recreating the thumbnail, but very quickly decided I didn't want to do that. So I thought about making squishies, didn't want to do that either. So what I landed on was to take one of the squishies that she made in the video and redrawing it in my very own style. This was quite the journey because our styles really conflict with each other. They do not they don't go together like at all, but we made it happen. And I think this is I know this is gonna come out good. So without any further introduction, let's get started on this on this drawing. What am I talking about? Okay, as you can see, I already have my sketch done, and that's just because honestly, sketching while recording is a pain. So to save myself a little bit of time and effort, I just sketched it off of camera. But here's a rundown of what's going on, because this sketch looks a little bit confusing. It is a cupcake throwing up rainbows. The very first thing that I saw when I signed into YouTube was Mariah Elizabeth's drawings, right? And I didn't really want to remake the thumbnail, so I just drew what she made in the video. And in the video, she made a little cupcake squishy, which was cute. It had rainbow wrapping, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like rainbow at all. So there was a little bit of compromising that I had to do here. So the throw up is supposed to kind of play on that little rainbow theme, but I wasn't down with the cutesy look. That wasn't happening. So this is as cute as I could make it. This is the best it's about to get. Now is time for the coloring. This part was obviously pretty easy and pretty enjoyable, but it did get a little bit confusing at times. Here's the thing, I'm not using rainbow for the wrapper, so it's just going to be very, very, very purple. Is this cute? Debatable, but that's what I had to work with. I feel like it's only appropriate to give this cupcake a storyline. Her name is Petty the Picky Eater. Now here's the thing, she's not picky about a lot of stuff, but something that she is picky about is rainbow food, because in this world that she lives in, far off in the distance, rainbow food is super common. She had a very traumatizing past with rainbows. I won't get into it right now, but she lets everyone know that she doesn't mess with no rainbow food. But her best friend, quote unquote, air quotes, best friend, comes over on Petty's birthday and brings her a gift. And guess what this gift is? Rainbow cookies. Exactly what she doesn't like. Petty, being a great friend but also a little bit of a pushover, decides to eat these cookies anyways, knowing that she hated them. She tries to scarf them down, but she gets these flashbacks of her past with the rainbows and ends up throwing them up, which is why she's puking up rainbows. This quote-unquote friend just sat there laughing because turns out it wasn't her best friend at all. It was her nemesis, her enemy. This best friend of hers turns out to have been extremely jealous and envious and wanted to make her special day horrible. Now, at this stage, it may not be super obvious that the cupcake is puking rainbows. Here's the thing, I still wanted to make it look really disgusting and really gross, and I think that worked. There are supposed to be like little peas, you know, like when you get really sick and you throw up and you see like chunks of stuff. It's kind of gross, but I had to include it for, you know, the detail. The base color looks pretty cool. I really like how the chocolate drizzle looks on the top. It's probably one of my favorite parts, but we're not done yet. Now it's time for the shading. Shading can really make or break a drawing. You can have an absolute trash, simplistic drawing, and just with a little shading, it looks so much better. So let's hope that looks good this time. Back to the story though, of the traumatizing life of Petty. I'm gonna need you to walk in and stick with me throughout this traumatizing story because it can get a little bit confusing. So back when Petty was 5 years old, she loved rainbows with all of her heart, and one day she decided to go chase a rainbow to see what was at the end of it. She was hoping that there would be a pot of gold or candy or something at the end. She wasn't fully sure. So she goes on this long adventure away from home trying to find the end of this rainbow. She finds it all right, but it's not what she expected. She gets there and automatically she gets ganged up on by a ton of leprechauns. I mean, they are just coming after her left and right. She doesn't know what to do. She's trying to defend herself, fight off, but she just cannot take all the leprechauns. They warn her if she ever comes back to the end of that rainbow, she would be suffering some serious repercussions. And ever since, she never liked rainbows again. This is the final drawing. I really liked how it came out. It's cute while still having a little bit of grossness thrown in there, and it has some pretty good details. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really liked how this drawing came out. I was kind of questionable because I didn't want to look too crazy, but I still wanted it to look kind of cute but kind of like strange at the same time. And I think I was able to combine that pretty well. If you have any suggestions on things you would like me to create, please leave it down in the comments below so I can make what you want to see. Make sure to subscribe to become a part of our growing art family. And also, please make sure to take care of yourself and stay motivated on this art journey because it can get tough. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.